Vikings and the Packers coming up next.
Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On play action, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're deep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both try. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pass incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give to Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan
there to make the grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Cousins now to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins rolling to his right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Rodgers on the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cousins. Flushed out right. And it's caught.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Rodgers on the return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now Rodgers, got to have this one.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Still on his feet. And he gets this up just shy of the 15.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 80 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
51.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll try to run with Madison, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On the toss, Madison. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And again, it's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.